Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel today. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Elizabeth, a health, embodiment, and mindset coach. And today we are diving into an important health topic that's becoming more and more common today, and that's metabolic syndrome. You may have heard the term before, or maybe not, but metabolic syndrome is something that millions of people are dealing with worldwide today, and often without even knowing that they have it. The good news is, though, with awareness and lifestyle changes, it is possible to prevent and even possibly reverse its effects. And in this video, we'll break down what metabolic syndrome is, why we're seeing it increase today, the risk factors and warning signs to look out for, and some practical steps that you can take today to reduce your risk or start your healing today. And if you're looking for helpful resources to help you on your healing journey, then don't forget to check out the description box below, where I left links to help support you in this. Now, you might be asking yourself, what is metabolic syndrome? Metabolic syndrome isn't a single condition. It's a cluster of risk factors that occur together. To be diagnosed with metabolic syndrome, a person typically has to have at least 3 of the following factors, which are high blood pressure, high blood sugar or insulin resistance, abdominal obesity, carrying excess weight around the midsection, high triglycerides, low HDL cholesterol or the good cholesterol. And having just one of these risk factors doesn't mean that you have metabolic syndrome, but when they cluster together, the risks multiply. People with metabolic syndrome are at a much higher risk for things like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and other chronic illnesses. Now let's look at the numbers. How common is it? Metabolic syndrome is becoming alarmingly common. According to recent data, about 1 in 3 adults in the United States right now meet the criteria, which is quite terrifying, yet not surprising given the Western diet has taken over much of the world, which is a large contributor to many illness increases that we're seeing today. And the numbers are rising worldwide, especially as obesity, sedentary lifestyles, and poor dietary patterns become more and more prevalent. It's not just older adults either. Younger people are being diagnosed more often, which shows how much our modern lifestyle is impacting health across generations. So why are cases of metabolic syndrome increasing? Several factors can play a role, which could be dietary patterns, which are high in processed foods, refined carbs, sugar-sweetened beverages and snacks, and unhealthy fats that have become staples in the modern diet. Sedentary lifestyles is also another. Many people spend too long of hours sitting with little physical activity. Chronic stress is another. High stress levels and poor sleep can disrupt your hormones and blood sugar regulation. Environmental factors is another. Exposure to toxins and endocrine disruptors can play a role, coming from things like our food and the pesticides on it, our water, air, household, and body products, for example. Genetics can also play a role. Family history can increase risk, but lifestyle is often a bigger driver. Here are some of the warning signs that you might miss. Metabolic syndrome can develop silently, but there are warning signs to pay attention to, including an increased waist circumference, especially belly fat, if you have fatigue, brain fog, or frequent sugar cravings, if you have dark patches on the skin, often around the neck or armpit area, which is a sign of insulin resistance, high blood pressure readings at checkups, lab results showing high triglycerides or low HDL cholesterol. Often people dismiss these signs as just getting older or just being tired, but they can be early red flags of metabolic dysfunction to look out for. If left unaddressed, Metabolic syndrome significantly increases the risk of things like type 2 diabetes, heart attack or stroke risk, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, chronic inflammation, and accelerated aging, to name a few. This is why catching it early and making those changes can make such a powerful difference in your health. The good news is that metabolic syndrome can be reversed or improved through lifestyle changes. And here are some action steps that you can take today. Nutrition first. Focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods, lean proteins, vegetables, fruits, healthy fats, and whole grains, for example. Reduce your sugar and refined carb intake and processed foods. Consider balancing blood sugar by eating protein with every meal. Also move your body, aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise weekly. Mix cardio with strength training to improve insulin sensitivity and metabolism. Manage your stress levels because chronic stress raises cortisol, which worsens insulin resistance. Use practices like meditation, breath work, or yoga to regulate your nervous system would be some great ones. Make sure you're prioritizing your sleep, aiming for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep because poor sleep directly affects your hormones that regulate hunger and blood sugar. Make sure you support your mineral balance because key minerals like magnesium, potassium, and chromium can play a role in blood sugar regulation. Focus on mineral-rich foods or consider supplementation if you're deficient. Work with a health coach or practitioner with getting labs checked regularly that can help track your improvements, and personalized support with a coach like what you get in my 12-week program makes it easier to help create lasting habits. Metabolic syndrome is common, but it doesn't have to define your future. With awareness, some lifestyle shifts, and consistent action, you can lower your risk, heal your body, and reclaim your energy and vitality. So I encourage you to ask yourself, are there small steps that you can start taking today, like adding more whole foods, moving your body more, or prioritizing your rest to move closer to a state of balance? Our body's natural state is to be in a state of balance, but sometimes we need to help support it physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to be the healthiest possible version of ourselves. And not just for ourselves, but to also pass these healthier habits down to future generations so that we can help set them up for success in life throughout their lives and encourage them to make healthier choices for themselves. And if you found this video today helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who you think may need to hear this. And let me know in the comments below which of these action steps discussed today that you are going to start with. If there are any other topics that you'd love to hear about on the channel, then let me know in the comments below. I love to support you in your healing journey. Thank you for being here today and being a part of this community. This is your weekly reminder to do something today that brings you joy. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.